Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsinentertainment. Today I am joined by my former martial arts instructor, Crew Eric Karner. For those of you who don't know, Crew is teacher in Thai. How's it going, Eric?
Doing great, Steve. It's good to see you. I love the shirt, bud.
Oh, yeah. Awesome shirt. Awesome school.
Yeah.
I'll give a brief history of how I came to your school.
Yeah.
So I was looking to learn martial arts. I initially was gonna I wanted to learn like Wing Chun or something like that. And a coworker of mine at my last job, he suggested, "Why don't you learn Muay Thai?" So I looked up schools and I found Nok Muay Gym at King of Prussia.
Yeah.
Where did you get your start in martial arts? Was it something you were always interested in as a kid, or what?
When I was a kid, I grew up in the Cold War '80s. Fan of Sunday matinee kung fu theater. They used to have a kung fu theater. When I was living on the Karate Kid came out, probably what was it, like 85 or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Was it 85? I was about 9 years old. I saw that movie. I was into ninjas and army and karate. So I started training when I was 9, and then trained up through high school. From when I graduated till about it was a couple of years that I stopped training, and then I picked it back up again in my early 20s.
Muay Thai you picked up?
Yeah. I always wanted to do Muay Thai, but at the time there was really nothing, hardly anything on the East Coast as far as Muay Thai. So I moved out to California in my 20s, and that's when I really started putting Thai boxing.
And how did you become Crew? Because, last I was learning Muay Thai, there was only 4 in America. You, Crew, Mark, and there are 2 on the West Coast.
That's kind of a misnomer in itself. So just the word crew just means teacher. Okay. A lot of people, because of the way sort of traditional martial arts work, sensei means teacher in Japanese. Crew means teacher in Thai. There really is no national-based ranking system. When you say crew, yes, I was one of the original 4 or 5 that came from the city of Karner. So when you say, one of 4 in America, not 4 teachers, but that was through our Connecticut association with the Karner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people, some people take it as sort of a rank of sorts. A lot of people call me crew just because that means teacher in Thai. I don't take it as a title.
So it's not like master or something like that.
No. Some people take it that way. Some people have it sort of, some people from other affiliations or other camps, they will use that as sort of a master title. Some of my students will call me Eric, some of my students call me Crew. I think when a lot of students hear other students call me Crew, they just start calling me Crew. We know how the school is, and very close to the ties, and we do things very sort of Thai way. It all kind of comes together.
Now, you had a school before King of Prussia. Where did you start out first?
What do you mean?
Didn't you have a school before KOP?
Yeah, in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how
long were you? When I first opened, I moved back from California. I've been in Chalcon. Had a school there. Then I moved to Doylestown. Then from Doylestown to Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you were there for quite a while. You brought in coaches from where did you? Okay, I'm talking about Tim Carpenter and Bill Algier. Where did you meet them? And how'd you bring them on as coaches?
Timmy was coming back into his fighting career. I was training a guy named Adam Lyons, And Aaron would go and then sometimes train with Timmy down at Allen. So then Aaron started bringing Timmy up because Tim's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but he wanted to work a little bit more with biking and Muay Thai. So that's how I met Tim through Aaron. And I started training Timmy, and then developed a friendship and a good relationship. I was honored him through my professional career. So yeah, I never hired people from outside. Everybody was from within. Yeah. Billy had been training with me prior to that. Billy was training with Timmy when he was at high school. Then he went to college. After that, first amateur fight ever. Timmy called me up and said, "Hey, I got this. One of my students is taking a first fight. You want to come with me and help corner?" Yeah, sure. And that's sort of how my relationship with Bill.
Yeah, and now Bill's up for his second fight in UFC.
Yes.
Yeah, he debuted in July or June.
I'm sorry?
He debuted in July or June.
When was that? I think it was either late June or late July. I don't know. I'm a mess, Steve. I can't remember anything. But a couple months ago, he had a really great showing. He came up short in the decision, but he won fight of the night. So that was to come out and UFC debut and get fight of the night. That was awesome. That was the most exciting loss, I would say, that I've ever experienced. Yeah.
Now you've trained and actually fought in Thailand. Well, what is that experience like?
I mean, it's very different than the States. I'll tell you that. Training in Thailand compared to the United States, especially at the time, I had always thought that I was good, or that I had like this prior to me going to Thailand. I had a Thai trainer in California for a little bit. And it was just a very different style. So, very different style than what I was used to from the States. So over the years, I continued to go to Thailand. I happened to have married a Thai woman, so we were back quite a bit, and I trained, and I came very close with sitting at home, and then that's kind of history of more of a Thai style, so that when I passed on to my students, as you know, very Thai-oriented when it comes to Thailand, and very authentic that way.
Yeah, how did you come to, I don't think I ever pronounced it correctly, but Sit Yodong?
Sit Yodong.
Sit Yodong. How did you start going there and become affiliated with them?
So my first trip over to Thailand before I left, I had written an email to my Thai trainer in California, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to be going to Thailand for the first time. Where do you suggest I go?" And he said, "Well, that all depends, where in Thailand to go." I said, "Well, I'm going to just bounce around." So he gave me a couple camps, like he said, "Oh, in the north, in Chiang Mai, there's a couple of good schools to check out. Bangkok, check out these places. If you happen to go to Pattaya, go to Singapore, it's one of the best in the country. It's one of the most famous and the best camps that ever lived. So, of course, me, I said, that's where I'm going to go. So I traveled around. I've been around different places, and then at Singapore, and I just felt the most comfortable there, for me, sort of under the wing, and I started to develop a relationship with the trainers there, and Tom, Tom's son, Boy, who runs the school now. They opened in 1960.
Oh, wow.
To give you that power.
Yeah.
They're pretty staple, camp.
And what's fighting like over there? And how many fights have you had over there?
In Thailand, I only had one fight.
Okay.
In Thailand. It's just sort of, you can come out slower because that's how the tides come out, slower and it goes down. And it thinks a lot of people just come out like maniac. The judging's completely different. So, you have a different sort of set of judging criteria. You have a different set of, the different, like, it's just a different culture. So, you have to run more, you do the dance before you fight. While I was knowledgeable about all that stuff, I had really experienced it until I actually thought that.
I remember when we trained, you would play the Thai music.
Yeah.
You would actually train us like as if it was kind of like a fight. It would start out slow, and then the music would pick up as we went on.
Yeah, exactly.
That was really, really cool.
The rhythm of the music picks up as the rounds, progress. The first round is a very sort of slow tempo, and then the second round a little quicker, and third and fourth, and so on. By the time the fifth round, it's at that tempo. That's sort of how the Thais fight and kind of ramp up the fight. A lot of that to do with the better. Yeah.
So your school now, are they just students now, or do you have fighters in your new school?
There's a couple fighters, but majority are just students. Yeah. I'm still very active with all the guys from Muay. When we get out they're sort of reset. And of course I'm still in close contact with the original guy, Tim Williams, very close contact with everybody that from the gym that you experienced.
Yeah. At the beginning of this, you mentioned some martial art movies, more notably the Karate Kid.
Mm-hmm.
So those inspired you, but how did you want to learn Muay Thai? Because Karate Kid is most certainly not Muay Thai.
No, it's not. So the Karate Kid when I was really young, it was like when I was 9 or 10. It was probably one of the ones that sort of. And then I was very into like sort of the action movies, like the Missing in Action, Chuck Norris, Missing in Action 1, 2, 3, and like ninja movies, that sort of thing. And then I think. Muay Thai, I want to say I used to watch on Sundays. I want to say it was maybe like even ABC or something. They used to once in a while have a kickboxing one. It was more like an American kickboxing. One time they had about like 12, I want to say. They showed actual fights from China, and I was just like glued to the TV. I was like, holy crap, this is totally different. And then with the clip and the memes, I've never seen that before. So I would say, I remember that pretty vividly. I was young, but it was like they had it on like even one time. I think it was really soon, and maybe one of the people with Karner or whatever they were, but they were showing these fights from Thailand, and that's what really got me. And then I think another movie came out, with Fox, and
yeah.
Yeah, so that was post-Blood Sport. That was another one, Blood Sport. That was iconic movie for it, with the Mark Vance and whatnot. But yeah, so then Blocksport came out. And then my friend and I, even when we were about 16 or 17, we just analyzed, and he was a martial artist too, and we changed a couple of tools by then, shut it down, we were looking for Thai boxing, and we found a place in Princeton that said they taught it, but Princeton was really far from where we lived. And then the other close time that we came, like back in the day, there was no internet, and there was no Google or anything, and verify people's background or anything like that. And there was a place fairly local, and we called a sign, and they said, "Karate, something else, and Muay Thai." And we were like, "Holy crap, this is good," Walk by and so we walk in, and we went to that down. We come in at 6 o'clock. We come to the class, And something's not right. Why are they wearing the gi? Why are they wearing the gis? Supposed to be Muay Thai, it's without the choice. Like it's and then the guy, you have to be a body guy and nothing like that. He would basically put Muay Thai on the thigh. Probably because that pop came out a couple months earlier, and he was sitting there claiming that he was teaching Muay Thai.
That sucks. False advertising.
False advertisement to the fullest. So, needless to say, we never joined there, and then it was years later where I actually got time off.
Now, with your vast knowledge of stand-up and grappling now, watching movies or any choreographed fighting, is it difficult to watch when it's really bad, or is it laughable bad?
So, we had a brief conversation about this earlier. If it's like a sort of a fantasy type movie or something, I don't even look into it that far as the fighting scenes. It's like, I'm already in a defense of my belief and stuff like that when you're in a type of movie like On Bach. Right? That might be a good example.
I was going to ask you about On Bach. So that's...
yes, a lot of those things were from traditional boxing, but it's theatrical.
Right. Isn't that actually Muay Braun?
Yes. Yeah, that was, original sort of Thai warfare hand-to-hand combat. But again, sort of, Hollywooded out or whatever. And seeing that, it's like, oh, this is good. I never think that wouldn't work in real life or whatever. I mean, the movie itself takes place hundreds of years ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like you're already in a sort of in that mode that you're watching a fantasy type movie. So I don't critique fight scenes that way. But if I see something that's supposed to be sort of more of a realistic type movie or whatever, like they're trying to get me to believe.
Like John Wick? Like John Wick?
I don't remember John Wick. It's like a modern day sort of it's just like a modern day movie with a plot and a story and whatever, and with a fight scene. A lot of times, yes, the fight scenes are horrible, and it's just like I just like whatever.
I'm kind of the opposite. I can't really. I'm more critical about choreographed fight scenes in movies and TV, especially. I mean, I never really watched Walker Texas Ranger, but the times I do catch it in the break room at work, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Chuck Norris is a world-class martial artist, and he's in this crap choreography.
Right. Yeah, I mean, because also too, that's Chuck Norris.
Right.
And that maybe he was Chuck Norris was a karate guy, but at the same time, that has something to do with it too. He's an actual martial artist, so maybe that messes with your mind watching that fight scene or whatever he's doing, or he's side kicking someone with his cowboy boots on or whatever, sort of far-fetched type fight scenes. I can see where that could be kind of annoying, especially because you're a trained martial artist. You can see right away, that's great. That doesn't work in real life.
Yeah, and I also remember briefly talking earlier, pro wrestling. That's something else I can't watch now, because especially when you watch The Undertaker's triangle, he has instead of having the head in the actual triangle, he has the head on his shin where the neck is on his shin, and it's that's not a triangle. All the guy has to do is stand up.
Right. I mean, pro wrestling. We had this kind of brief conversation before. To me, pro wrestling, I don't watch any of the newer stuff. I have no idea who the new guys are or anything. But it's nostalgic to me to watch Macho Man versus Hulk Hogan, or Andre the Giant versus Roddy Piper or something, you know, like the old
yeah, it can be good entertainment.
What's that?
It can be good entertainment.
Yeah, for me it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know. But you know, in pro wrestling too, like you see there's carnival wrestling, catch can wrestling. A lot of those moves and holds are extremely painful.
Yeah.
Like figure fours, you ever get caught in a figure four, like an actual figure four leg? They hurt. Like there's a lot of like, you know, different cranks and stuff that are like super dangerous. And some of the moves actually are where you probably wouldn't let it in a jiu-jitsu tournament or something like that, or you probably would never land that move or whatever. But if you did get somebody in some of those things, there are some holds and moves that are like real, like they will hurt you.
Yeah, sure. That's one of the things I learned about pro wrestling. Anyways, that the pain is definitely real.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They put themselves through the ringer.
Yeah.
Kind of good in grappling. How did you start learning jiu-jitsu?
Well, I started jiu-jitsu in California with a guy named Clever Luciano. He was a well-known Brazilian guy. Played with him for quite some time. When I opened up my school, I had sort of like a no-gi grappling program that we would do. It was more like MMA grappling. Like we did a lot of like submission defense and stuff like that. And when I started in training, and then he started the program at my school, you know, his jiu-jitsu program. Then, you know, Timmy had been my most recent instructor. I'm a about under 2 half there.
Nice. Do you have jiu-jitsu at your new school, or is it just Muay Thai?
Just Muay Thai for now, yeah.
I had another question. What was it? I can't remember. Yeah. Damn.
It's okay. Something about grappling? We were talking about grappling. Was it along the grappling line?
Oh, no, I just remembered. You, a couple times, but a couple times you actually had a self-defense. It was, I mean, you switched it up. Instead of having like elbow week or something like that, you would do like self-defense week. Is that something you still do?
No, but I probably should. Now you mention it, actually. Yeah, I probably should reincorporate that into the curriculum. I think people would like that and be exciting for people.
Because I mean, if you, I never became a fighter. I mean, I did a couple of jiu-jitsu tournaments, but I never became a fighter. But that was probably the closest to like MMA training that I've ever done, because it is. What do you do when you're standing? What do you do when you get to the ground? It's that basics kind of self-defense that you get.
Putting it all together almost in the sense of MMA, but it was more for a defense situation.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that was sort of blending the two arts that you've been training in. You've been training Muay Thai, you're going to stand up, you've been training grappling, you're doing grappling. Now it's like, okay, now let's blend the two together to where you can do your striking, but you have to be careful you're not getting taken down. And if you do get taken down, you can do your jiu-jitsu, but now all of a sudden you can throw strikes at you, which in jiu-jitsu they're on the strike on the ground. Yeah, that's to kind of put you in a different mode. It's almost like the third martial art is sort of blending them all together.
I don't know if this is putting myself out there, but I never fought because I know I was never really good at sparring, and I was never really good at watching my partner or opponent. I don't know why. There were maybe like a couple of sparring sessions where I actually was on point. Have you ever seen that before?
First of all, I don't remember you not when you say you weren't very good. I always thought that you were pretty decent.
I mean, I know I was an instructor, and I was able to. Maybe some of your listeners don't know that. I mean, you were sparring with professional
fighters.
Right,
but Joseph Wayne Brown, whoever was Timmy Carpenter, all these guys are UFC fighters or Bellator fighters. You're talking about the cream of the crop in the world.
Right, but I just...
So who are you comparing yourself to the top 100 guys in the world?
I don't know. I just never confident
with you because there's other you would get the better. I mean, it's like some days you're on, some days you're not. I mean, that is everything. I still go through that as long as I've been doing it. It's like certain days I'm excited, I'm ready to go, and I think I'm like on point, I feel good, I had a good night's sleep, and I shit the bed that day. I'm just like off, my timing's off, I'm getting tired. And then other times it's like I'm tired, I'm possibly hungover, I get in there, I'm like, I'm doing it.
Right. I'm just just from my experience, I know all the techniques, but when I actually put it into practice, I don't know. I just fail to be able to. I fail to be able to watch my opponent and actually like block, counter, and like
react and stuff like that.
And that's why I never actually went to do a stand-up fight.
What's that?
That's why I never actually wanted to stand-up fight because I personally thought I did so poor in sparring.
I mean, that could be something internal too. Like if you were doing you wouldn't have been invited to the Golden Girls program if I thought you were going to get hurt. Like if you were the part of it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, or on the other side of the coin, if you're like some maniac meathead that's like out there to hurt people or whatever, I wouldn't have invited you either. So, no, I think it's just sort of something that maybe you feel you did poorly, or you feel you couldn't get it together, or make it all click together, or whatever that is. I think it's almost maybe a little bit more internal than it is me as a coach watching you spar. You know what I mean? Internally, you're getting frustrated and stuff. On the outside, you're really not doing that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're probably internalizing that as like, he scored, and then it kind of gets in your head, and then you're flustered or something internally, but your instincts were still there, and from the outside, or like you as your coach watching it, I didn't think anything of it. Maybe you were a little bit harder on yourself than what the veterans were showing. Really.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Because the saying is, you are your own worst critic.
Yeah, you're your own worst enemy in those situations, for sure. Yeah, and really a lot of it is that it's a mental game. I mean, fighting yourself is a mental game. It really is. I mean, you're highs, the lows, the struggling, the self-doubt when you have a fight going on. You're, oh, man. You watch a highlight of your opponent, and you're like, wow, this fight's so dangerous. You feel like that. There's a lot of internal, there's a lot of mental that most people don't understand. Yeah. What's going on here, man?
What's going on? Right now I need to plug in my computer real quick before it dies. I'm reviewing movies. I've been doing throwback reviews on Thursday because COVID. I mean, I can't go to movies. Well, I was able to go see Tenet and the New Mutants, so I got to see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and some movies earlier this year.
No, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
I don't think so.
Oh, was that the Mutants one? I'm sorry.
No, the New Mutants was in the Marvel universe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. That movie was delayed for a couple years, actually. I don't know the details why, but it was delayed for a couple years. It only came out now, and they're going to try maybe somehow tie it into the Marvel, that's Iron Man and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting weird ever since Disney bought Marvel. Well, Fox Marvel.
Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that.
But I mean, I started this podcast about 3 months ago.
Okay.
I put it up every Saturday. So this one, I know we're recording now, but this is going to be up on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm really sometimes I'm in and out when it comes to like Instagram and stuff like that. But I always check you out when I see it. I always check out what's going on with the Opinator.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't heard that nickname in forever.
The Opinator.
Yeah. Started back with Samuel Hoover calling me the Terminator.
Yeah, the Opinator. Yep. Spill the beans to your fans out there.
But other than that, I've just been working and trying to build this community here.
Good. Keep at it, man. Just keep plugging away. You know what I mean? Like one new subscriber at a time.
Yeah.
Just keep plugging at it. I mean, I know there's not much going on as far as that. I really used to enjoy like the Comic Cons and those kind of things. And probably not much of that going on right now, but
no, I mean some of the bigger cons have been trying virtual cons, which I don't know how that works exactly. Yeah, I got to be there, especially like meeting celebrities.
Yeah,
I mean, they'll mail them out to you, but I mean, I'd rather meet the person.
Of course,
as you can see, I've met a few.
No, I see that. But yeah, of course, that's an experience, and that's something you got to really be there.
Here's Open 2021 is a better year to us.
Oh, everybody. I'm with you, I'm with you for sure. Cool, man. Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, great seeing you again. Great talking to you. And whoever up my way in Easton, wherever it has a beat, come in, get a little workout in or whatever.
Yeah, well, if people want to check out your gym, do you have a website? Or is it still World Class?
Knockmore Gym.
Just knockmoregym.com?
That's it.
And it's what? NAKMUY?
MUAY.
MUAY. NAKMUY. All right.
Yeah, Knockmore Gym. NAKMUAYGYM.com. That's it.
Yeah, I'll send them there.
All right, brother. Hey, stay in touch, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cool.
If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching and listening, and live your imagination.
Thanks, Steve.